Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. My name is Darren Glanville. I'm the UK Business Development Manager for Xero. Xero is a software as a service, cloud-based accounting system for small businesses. We formed in 2006. We're a public company. We have more than 100,000 users in more than 50 countries around the world. And we have specific country editions for the US, UK, Australia and New Zealand. So why did we build Xero? The world's biggest single market of consumers, but they don't like paying for anything. So internet success stories there tend to be around non-direct advertising-based models. The second largest market globally must be small businesses. There are millions of them in every country. The challenge with the small business market is fragmentation. It's expensive to sell into, which is why global financial software providers such as Oracle and SAP have not been able to address it to date. However, unlike consumers, small businesses will pay for solutions. That means that the small business market is the biggest monetizable opportunity on the internet. The winners of the second generation of software or desktop software applications have an incompatible model for online software. Online requires a different development team, it requires a different support model, it requires a different channel model. And traditional desktop software applications would cannibalize their existing software base, and this is why we've seen traditional incumbents struggle to deliver these applications. All small businesses have bank accounts and a relationship with a taxman. Accounting software sits between online banking and tax returns. Banks have pioneered software as a service and already have an existing relationship with the entire small business market. We scaled to 100 staff. We raised funding for around $35 million US. We've spent a lot of time developing some things that we're very, very proud of, and I'll give you a brief insight into now. Before we built Xero, we spent a lot of time talking to small businesses about what their challenges were and what they actually ended up doing on a day-to-day basis. And typically that would involve them coming into the office, logging into their PC, going away, making a cup of coffee, coming back, by which time they'd logged in, and then immediately going to online banking. Why? Absolutely. They wanted to see who paid them overnight. Cash is king to a lot of small businesses. What we then found was that they did nothing with that data. They'd sit on it, and they'd come back to it later, doing a retrospective catch-up. Staff hated doing it, it was seen as a drag, and that process could take them up to several hours. So we thought, we're actually in the cloud here, so what can we do to do a lot of that heavy lifting for them? What if we could actually get their banking transactions into their accounting software? We were blown away by this simple change was the single biggest business change for small businesses in more than 15 years. What it means now is that small businesses can do a little and often. They actually manage that process more effectively. They start to enjoy the process and effectively start enjoying doing their own books. But the key thing here is they actually get to see a real-time position of their cash. So let's see how that works. In a traditional accounting system, you'd sit there when you're doing your bank reconciliation with your paper statement, and you would key in your bank payments, bank receipts and transfers. Within Xero, all we're having to do is click on Reconcile Now. That takes us into the bank reconciliation. Because this information is being pulled in dynamically every day from more than 2,000 banks, we're able now, rather than sitting there coding this information in, it's a simple exercise of validating those transactions. So all we have to do is click OK, OK, OK. Xero is automatically dealing with our sales and purchase invoices, matching those off, and automatically suggesting to the small business how they can code previous transaction, and it will memorize them. So it simplifies that process. Customers end up enjoying this, enjoy doing this. It isn't just about doing bank reconciliation. Xero also does accounts receivable, sales invoicing and creditors, of which I'll show you now. So we're able to log in, see who owes us money, manage our debtors and creditors more effectively, drill down on any of this information, but also produce high quality reports in a real-time environment. So I can instantly see my profit and loss as of today's date. If we're looking at creditors, then I'm able to drill into that, see whom I owe money to, create those payments, and create batch payments which I can then click and link back to online banking. And it's as simple as that. It's also a fact that small businesses depend heavily on external advisors, be it accountants, tax advisors, bank managers, other stakeholders and directors. Because desktop software applications lock this data down to either a single PC or a network, it's difficult, and the friction and cost of moving that data around becomes astronomical, and those external engagements happen less frequently. Because Xero moves all of this rich business data back into the cloud, external advisors are able to work together in a collaboration platform. Again, looking at real-time information, producing good quality, meaningful management information and monthly management reports, which can then be shared with other stakeholders and encourage other users, such as bank managers, to have access to the system via a read-only user login. An example of that is there for you. Branded from the accountant to the end user, to the bank manager, giving much more information. I'm showing you just a few of the innovations that are there within Xero. There are many more that we'd like to share with you. You can see how Xero sits alongside traditional banking services and why Xero really is the killer application for small businesses. Thank you.